are so easy, even kids can do it.
We really enjoy English muffin sandwiches when we go camping. It's kind of a treat because it's one of the only recipes I ever make anymore that uses white flour. The kids from Kids Cook Real Food are here to show you how. So the first step is we're going to soak these overnight to help reduce the phytic acid content of the whole wheat. Half whole wheat flour, half white flour. So we need 2 cups or 240 grams whole wheat. This is hard white whole wheat. The word white doesn't have anything to do with white flour. It's whole wheat. It's just a regular flour that you buy in the store. Wheat flour is red whole wheat. This is white whole wheat. It behaves a little differently in baked goods. So Leah is measuring out 240 grams, which should be equivalent to 2 cups. Are we close?
Okay, 240. Now I'm going to show you how to use a muffin. I'm going to take my lid off. I'm going to turn it on. Then dump it in. And ta-da! Now you have flour.
We soak overnight only the whole wheat part. We don't need to soak white flour because the phytic acid or phytates that are in whole wheat or in the bran and the germ, and they pull minerals that we need from our body, like zinc, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Soaking them in a slightly acidic liquid overnight can help to diminish those phytates. So the slightly acidic liquid today is going to be a tablespoon of yogurt with some warm water. We also have a half cup of milk in the recipe. Milk helps the English muffins be more English muffin-y and not like just plain old bread. Okay, so let's measure our half cup of milk. John, what are you going to do to make sure the milk is measured correctly?
Get level with liquids.
Perfect. Okay, half cup.
Now.
Okay, so John can pour that into the whole wheat flour, and Leah will start stirring while we put in about a tablespoon of yogurt. It doesn't have to be measured perfectly, so we don't have a real measuring spoon. We need room temperature or slightly warmer water. So come here, John, with that, and let's get some water. Okay, John, pour that in. Aiming toward the center like we teach in our pouring lesson in the Kids Cook Real Food class. Leah is using her left hand to hold the bowl like we teach in our Kids Cook Real Food class. And now we're looking for a uniform mixture so that it all looks the same. Uniform mixture. Now we're going to cover it with a plate because this bowl doesn't have a lid. And just let it sit at room temperature overnight. Okay, back the next day. Batter has soaked. Now we're going to turn it into dough. 2 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons yeast, 2 teaspoons honey, and a 1/4 cup very hot water to activate the yeast. You don't usually use hot water, but the rest of our ingredients are like room temperature, so hot plus room temperature equals warm. Okay guys, Jen, can you find us the mommy spoon? That's a little strategy for kids who don't know fractions yet. Leah, go ahead and do the measure the salt. John can measure the yeast. Be sure to sprinkle over the top so that we're able to mix it in uniformly and don't have little pockets of salt. 2 teaspoons yeast. Same thing, John. Do a nice sprinkle over the top. No holes, no hills when we measure. Very good on that. There you go. And then 2 teaspoons honey. Pour the hot water all around the edges. Okay? So you really don't want to hit the yeast by itself with the hot water. So just make a circle. I know usually we say 4 in the center. Totally breaking the rules here. Now we don't want to kill the yeast. Paul gets a job. Left hand on the bowl. Stir hard. Get it all mixed in. So that's a pretty loose batter. And now we're going to let this sit in a warm place for about an hour. And the yeast will get activated. The yeast is going to start to eat the honey. Yeast is alive. And the warm water and the honey give the yeast the right condition and the food to eat to start bubbling. So in an hour, we should see bubbles. Fun science in the kitchen.
We fired Mom because we don't need her anymore. We're going to finish this on our own.
So our first step is we're going to get that out of our way, and we're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups flour. You can go ahead and put that in there.
We finished rolling out the dough and now we're cutting it into circles with this jar lid.
I'm finishing these English muffins and I've turned my heat on, done the solo test, and I'm flipping them here.
How long did it take the first side?
It took about 2 minutes maybe.
How do you know when it's time to flip?
When I can see how it's brown like this, and you can sort of tell that it doesn't look like dough like this. I'm going to turn it down to medium low because my middles really aren't cooking here.
I found a new helper. This recipe has so many steps and so many parts. My kids said they fired me and now I can't get anyone to come help. It's the next day. We've just kind of left our English muffins so you can see that they're well cooked, right? And I mean, they're not hard. So then we just want to show you, like an English muffin you buy from the store is usually pre-cut and you just pull it apart. Well, when you make your own bread, you have to slice it. That's where that phrase is better than sliced bread or whatever comes from. So I'm going to use my up and over soldier hold, and I'm letting Gabe be my helper. So we're doing the hand on hand position on the knife. We're using a saw blade motion, and this is a bread knife. A bread knife is different than your other sharp knives. A bread knife has a serrated edge. So serrated means there's some teeth here.
Oh, that's the.
Is that the inside of the English muffin?
Yeah. So you put it on. Yeah, these are the sandwiches.
These are the sandwiches?
Yeah.
Are they yummy? Yeah. What do we put in the sandwiches, Gabe?
Pizza.
You know what? We could put pizza in here and broil it in a toaster oven or big oven, and that would be delicious. When we go out camping, we do an egg and a slice of cheese and little breakfast sausage links. What we're thinking for busy families for the school year is that these freeze great and they reheat great. 2 options for the freezer to make a quick school morning breakfast or a lovely, easy weekend morning breakfast is you could just freeze the English muffins. I recommend cutting them first because then you can open them while they're frozen and thaw them more quickly, or just put them in like a toaster or a toaster oven. And then you can add whatever toppings you want, right? You could do pizza snacks. You could do egg McMuffins without the Mc. Egg muffins. You could put any sort of toppings in there. Or if you're cool with frozen egg, man, pre-cook a bunch of bacon, fry some eggs up, and you could actually make the whole sandwich, just like your frozen convenience food, right? Fried egg, bacon in there, and freeze that in individual portions. I'm not a huge fan of reheated egg personally, so like I wouldn't do that with the egg. Now you show how we cut through saw blade motion. Can you do it? Oh. Are we afraid of knives? Enough to be respectful of them, sure. But we let our kids get in cars, we let our kids ride bikes, we gotta let our kids get in the kitchen even if it's a little bit scary, but it's okay. If someone gets hurt, they just learn to respect things even more. Let's check it out. Did you cut it through? Open that baby up. Ta-da! Homemade English muffins. That is awesome. Honey is messy. I feel like we should just eye this up. What do you think? We should stick it in. Okay, we'll stick it in. Leah wins! He was like, I got the honey. I win.
Stop. It's feeling nice and powder.
Hi. That's for me.